Dude, that's almost like a 2 liter bottle.
It's a 1 liter. Well, let me
Are
see.
you
1
trying
liter,
to
I
stop
think.
your heart or what?
It's 1 liter.
You're drinking a
Seriously?
whole liter
Seriously?
of soda.
Here, hold on. We'll do a comparison side by side here. All right. So Mountain Dew. I can't read that close. Let's see. Per container. Total sugar is 130 grams of sugar for the whole
Holy
bottle.
crap.
46 grams per serving, which it says 3 servings, which is 12 ounces. But nonetheless, 130 grams for the whole bottle.
How much caffeine?
Now the tea, 3 servings per container, 19 grams. So what's that? 38, 47, 57. It's about half, roughly. A little bit less than half. Yeah. There's a lot more sugar in this, but
So you got a boatload of sugar and a boatload of caffeine.
I mean, technically speaking, is it really sugar? I mean,
Okay,
it's really not
they're
sugar.
saying they can't hear us.
It's high fructose corn syrup.
Dude, they're saying they can't hear us. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Testing 1 2.
I'm not sure what else to do. Everything's reading fine.
Yeah. Well, here I'll bring it up on. I'll bring it up on the phone. Test this theory.
Yeah. Be careful you don't feedback.
Oh no, I got the earpiece in. I also want to check and see if it gives me the notification that we're live.
Twitch just did.
No, I don't even have a notification that we went live. That's weird.
On YouTube?
On anything.
Well, it shows we're 2 minutes in.
He's about to get a lot poorer. What do you do about energy? What do you do about energy?
Well, one of the things.
Here we go.
Hold on a minute. Let me see. We're just checking audio, guys.
I'm hearing it just fine. Yeah, I'm hearing it just fine.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know what the.
I don't know. It must
don't know
be your end.
Sorry, John. I've checked the speakers on your end. Make sure it's not having trouble.
So anyway, so you want to get into the top topic?
What's up, Chris? Welcome, Janet. Welcome, Sumo.
Hey, Sumo boy. Hey, Janet.
Welcome to the channel.
Sorry you came early and we weren't here. I apologize for that. But I think we're gonna try and keep it at 5:00, so that you guys always know 5:00 Central, 6:00 Eastern.
Yeah, we're a little bit early, but
what is it? 3:00 Pacific. Okay, so we figure that's what we'll keep it. Yep. Hey, John, what's going on?
No, I'm older and have trouble seeing up close with my glasses on. That's why.
So what platforms are you streaming on? We're on Rumble, Locals.com, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Kick.
Whew. Now you mentioned that Kick before.
Yeah.
I've never
look it up.
I've heard of Kick.
Look it up on your
Kick
phone.
to me is like Snapchat or
look it up on your phone. It'll show you.
And
there's a whole bunch of people gaming on there.
Here.
It's like Twitch.
I'll bring it up right now.
Oh, okay. You do that.
We're a little early. We're a little bit early.
Oh, yeah. We're a few minutes early.
Yeah. See? There we go.
What?
It's probably going to be backwards because of the camera, but I don't know. It comes up right. Kick messaging and chat app. It's a messaging app.
No, it isn't.
That's what it says right there. Black and white.
What? Hold on a minute. Kick.
Wait, hold on. There's a different one, but it's not the first one that comes up.
Yeah, first one that came up, kick.com, right there. Look.
Yeah. Okay. See, the one
Yeah.
I'm looking at is KIK, and the one you got is KICK.
Well, I
Kick live
spelled kick
streaming.
correctly.
I've also seen this other thing called Threads. Have you heard of Threads?
Threads is the version of, it's kind of like X, but it's done by Facebook. They're trying to, they did
Like
Instagram.
through
They're always
Instagram?
trying to compete with everybody.
Yeah.
So they did
makes
Threads,
sense.
which is bombing. They're trying to jam it down your throat. They're trying to get you to go to Threads. They do all the time. Nobody goes there.
I went on. I downloaded it. And it looked like. Oh, what was it? It looked like a meat market. Really, it just looked like a bunch of people posting like
That's kind of
you
like
me or
Lemon
this and
8.
that. And send me a
Lemon
bunch
8.
of flattery, so I get
Yeah.
my freaking daily dose of I don't know.
It's Facebook trying to be everything. You got Facebook, you got Instagram. They're trying to go up
Yeah,
and
it's
take
freaking
you from X. It's just
screw
what
Mark
they do.
Zuckerberg. I don't give a shit about him.
Yeah, me neither. So anyway, you want to talk seashells?
Seashells. Oh yeah. How about them seashells?
Okay, guys. When
Are we
did
talking about the thing
stop?
from what's that Demolition Man? The three seashells?
No.
No? I know.
I
It was a
remember
joke.
the movie. I don't remember the joke. I don't get the joke.
They replaced toilet paper with three seashells?
No.
You don't remember that?
No, I remember the movie, but I
Oh, I
don't
remember
remember
the movie.
watching. I don't remember watching the movie.
Hell, I remember when Taco Bell had a freaking thing that came out for the movie.
I don't remember where I saw Star Wars for the first time.
Really?
You know about movies, but you don't know anything about them. You forget about them.
Depends on the movie.
Like Butch Cassidy.
I remember. To this day, I still remember going to see Titanic. I mean, granted, it was like a 4-hour long movie.
Dude, that was a lame movie.
It was
That
all
was
right.
such a lame movie.
It was all right. It was
No.
cool. The special effects in that movie were cool.
How many times have you seen it? It was so cool. How many times have you seen it?
I'd say about 3-4 times.
What? Holy crap, I can barely get through the first time.
Here, I've probably seen it more than I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't start. Yeah. The Hobbit.
I cannot.
Lord of the Rings.
I don't know.
No, I have to tell you.
It's here.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is so boring, even the trees walked.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay. So 86-47. So was it James Comey? Was it James Comey?
Yes, James Comey.
Wasn't he
posted a picture that he ran into on his walk on the beach?
Okay. So James Comey posted a picture, not on Threads, because nobody goes on Threads. I think he did on X, but it said 86-47. Now, everybody can calculate what 86-47 means.
Well, I'll even be non-biased. All right, I'll keep a unbiased opinion.
Okay.
However, I do have a biased opinion, but I'll leave it.
I'll give
it a benefit of the doubt. I'll play fair. Even if they're saying 86 means to get rid of, to obsolete, to say it's no longer available. You know what I'm saying? Like in restaurants, 86 means that product is no longer available.
Wait.
I know. I serve tables.
We all know what it means.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that, so the way a conservative would say is that you want to kill somebody or delete them, right?
Right.
However,
isn't that against
there is
the
a potential of saying, well, impeach him too.
No, didn't we have no, please.
I'm just saying. You got to
Yeah,
be.
that's
Hold
right.
on. You got to be
So
fair. You got to look at all different angles.
in Butler,
And then come to
Pennsylvania,
the
why did they just throw lollipops at him? Really? Give me a
It
break.
doesn't matter which
They
way.
want to kill the man.
It doesn't really matter how it's done.
You know how many liberals
To me,
said, "Oh, the guy missed. The
it's an
guy's
active
horrible
threat.
shot."
It's an active threat. What doesn't matter how you look at it,
Wasn't that
and it
illegal?
really doesn't even matter if it was intended to be a threat or not. It's the way it was received. Knowing full well that it was going to be received that way, that
Right.
makes your intent, I mean, obsolete. Or
When did it become legal to threaten the president?
it's not.
Isn't it illegal?
It is illegal.
Like when
It's
that
not a
girl,
serious crime, but
you know, yeah, I know. YouTubers have SWAT show up to their house for nothing. They've done nothing wrong. But this guy posts something threatening the president. Well, that's something wrong. That's something that you should question, especially the man who fired you. Really? Come on.
yeah,
Guys, please. Okay. I
yeah.
I've
Especially if he's
almost,
been
if I got
replaced.
any respect for the other half, I've almost lost every bit. I'm trying to be fair, trying to love everybody, but for a party that
Honestly, I don't
wants,
care.
wait,
I'm glad that he did it. I'm glad that he did it because it's just going to show to more Americans that are on the fence about one side or the other
I
that
know,
the other side is this freaking nuts.
but for
And
a
that's fine.
party that
That means
says love everybody,
we'll have 4 more years, 8 more years, 12 more years of
for
Republicans in office.
for a party that
I'm
wants to
happy with that.
include everybody, for a party that wants to love everybody, they sure got a funny way of showing it,
Eh,
right?
They're
We're not
only tolerant to the
Oh,
people they want to
love
be
is
tolerant to.
love. I love when they do that. Love is love. Really? What are you, freaking moron? A book is a
Yeah, see,
book.
that's one of the subjects that I think your brother and I would disagree with.
Which one?
Both.
What? Love is love?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I have
I
more of
never.
a I have a more Christian or uh, conservative
Yeah,
outlook
that's a
on that
whole
subject.
nother area. Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably shouldn't go there.
No, probably
But we
not.
will talk about that on the other channel because I don't want to. I don't want to throw a bunch of religious stuff at the chat.
No, I'm not saying I'm not even trying to open that can of worms.
No, 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 no. I'm not knocking you down. Not at
I'm just
all.
saying that from my perspective, that's where my head leans. You know what I'm saying?
As much as I think the other side's crazy, okay. As much as they're hateful, crazy, they couldn't care if he dropped dead, crazy, okay.
Yeah.
I still want to respect them and their voice, which is so stupid, but I know it's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's respecting somebody as a human being, and there's respecting somebody for their decisions. You know, I'll always respect somebody as a human being,
Yeah,
but
Janet is
have to.
crazy.
I don't have to respect somebody for the decisions that they make.
I know. I just see. Wait, double bacon. Michael
Yeah,
Caine says, I
there's a
wonder if I can
lot of
pin
shit in the
comments.
chat.
Hold on. Can we pin yet? There we go. Double bacon. I saw that Ben and Jerry's founder lunging at him at the hearing because banning corn syrup.
Yeah, the stuff that's in our drinks.
Yeah. You guys, don't get me wrong. We're all. When I say you, I'm including me. I've been a food addict. Okay. I know what it's like to be addicted to food. I am not saying I'm above everybody else, but you know what? We're a bunch of addicts. So when you go trying, I don't care if it's RFK Jr., when you try to take away our drugs, because that's what it is, coffee, sugar, carbs, all that, drugs, doctor's office, prescriptions, they're all drugs. They just got different forms. Okay. When somebody goes and threatens your source, no more corn syrup, no more candy on the EBT card. When somebody threatens any of those, Krispy Kreme, Starbucks, whatever it is you're addicted to, because we know you're addicted because they planned it that way.
Yeah.
And you've been eating and drinking this for many years. Okay. We're going to lash out. We're going to want RFK Jr. to get hit by a car or something. I don't know. God forbid nobody gets hit. But you guys get really weird when people do that. Let's see, you guys saw.
Like another one that Michael Caine brought up. They've been spending years telling you that waving to crowds was a German salute, or the OK sign was a white supremacist power sign. Now they play dumb about the 8647. Exactly.
Yeah, don't get me started because there are people that I know that are totally for what was posted. You guys saw that video of RFK Jr. swimming in that sewage water? No,
No, I didn't
I
see it.
didn't. I'm not sure why. Was he trying to make a point? I don't know. But no, I haven't seen that video. Let's see here. Biden doesn't have
Snowflake conservatives getting
mental
offended at the number
duration.
86. Really?
Say again?
Wow.
Which one?
Said snowflake conservatives getting offended at number 86. Come on, Gatsby. Come on.
Oh my God!
That was to you. Here. I got a
Gatsby.
good one. Would you get offended by the number 88? If you know, you know.
Okay, we're not being offended, Gatsby. We just asked when did it become legal to threaten the president? That's all. That's all I'm asking. Okay,
You're taking facts,
you're
analyzing it, you're coming to a conclusion.
The Secret Service, if you write anything bad, Secret Service comes knocking at your door. So, all I'm saying is somebody needs to answer for
I've
that.
known people that had that problem.
Yeah, bunch of crap. Anyway, oh hey Debbie, by the way, hi. Debbie. Oh, Jimmy and Janet's name sounds okay.
I have to take some minutes. What?
I don't know.
I'm just kind of going through the chat.
I'm going through too. How is women's group
and a threat
without me?
What? Come on. How can people be this? Come on, Gatsby. Come on.
What's going on?
I'm thinking better of you, man. It says you're silly if you think seashells and sand are a threat to the president.
Wait, Gatsby, stop! Please stop!
Oh,
don't show
likewise,
your intelligence.
Likewise, hold on.
Stop!
I got this.
Please.
I got this. You're silly if you think the American flag is a threat to the other side.
Yeah, I don't.
Except the American flag stands for something better than, call to violence. Did you see the news about RFK getting the Medal of Honor in the Broccoli Wars? No, I did not. Is that true?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't.
Let's talk about how Trump was mean to Taylor Swift, rightfully so. You know what? Nobody here ever. I'm literally right by her hometown. I used to live in her hometown, Taylor Swift.
Wow.
She went to school at Henderson High School. Nobody out here talks about her. Nobody. Yeah, I don't see Gatsby.
She was on that bar in Nashville. She was on the mural on the bar in Nashville,
which they've removed.
Yeah, they removed her. Put who is it? Travis Tritt or something like that on there.
They're going to put Cujo the dog. I have no idea. Listen, the bottom line is nobody out here likes her. Nobody out here even likes Garth. They think Garth is a liberal retard. And he calls people names. He's obviously not as nice as everybody thinks he is. Why can't I? Yeah, I don't see Gatsby's stuff. You're seeing Gatsby's comments?
Yeah, he said he waved to Chris. Um,
No, I did see Gatsby in the chat.
wow, it just got real.
Oh,
All that video, we already read that.
there was a Gatsby comment right there. I'm looking right at it. But you're talking about stuff and I'm not seeing it.
What's up, Debbie? Welcome in.
I'm from
All
Tennessee.
right, I just saw your
We
message.
have our own proud way of life. Yeah, you know what? Tennessees really do. And by the way, they do things way different, and I respect that. When I moved here, I wasn't a Southerner. I was from LA, you know. But you know what? They took me in. They embraced me. They taught me of some of the terminology and some of the. Okay,
Are you talking about in Tennessee?
yeah. There's one thing they didn't do that pissed me off. Okay,
It pissed you off, or just kind of made you
it
chuckle
upset
about
me.
it?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
pissed me off. So they don't like people from California. Period. I get that. But when I came, it was 2014. Everybody followed after that. Literally, like 80 to 100 people a day are moving here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I
It's
think
stupid.
by the time I got there, it was too watered down by that time
So
because they
it's
didn't give me anything about it.
it was the first snow. Okay, I've never lived in the snow. Okay, so it was the first snow. So I went outside. My car was under 3, 4 inches of ice. It was crazy.
Yeah,
And probably a foot and a half of snow. It was pretty bad. Okay. I looked around. Every car in the neighborhood was perfectly clean, nothing on it. Okay.
that's weird.
I I was flipping out. I'm like, what the frick? How come all this ice is on my car? So the joke was, they told me later, afterwards, because they laughed about it. They thought it was funny. That's fine. Um, but anyway,
Oh wait, I think I know where
every
this is going.
every hour or two, they go outside, they auto start their car and run it for 10 minutes. That's it. And then they shut it off during bad weather. It melts the snow, it melts the ice, it keeps your car perfect and clean and running and everything. So I'm like, what? The guy was from Michigan. Don't get me started. But the guy was from Michigan that told me about this, and he goes, yeah, they thought it was kind of funny. Your car was like buried in ice, and everybody else was all clean and shiny and defrosted.
Oh, I thought they just were messing with you and like dumped water on your car.
No, 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 no. That's okay. I got them back. I buried a few phone jammers so in the garden. But anyway, that's beside the point. Not that they could call, 611 and get help from AT&T because there was a phone jammer in their garden. But that's beside the point. So when West Coast folk joke, we joke around serious. But when Southerners joke, it's more like a custom of living joke. Like, bless your heart. Okay? Bless your heart. I learned that the first year I was here. If anybody finds out you're from California and they go, oh, bless your heart, they're
Yeah,
basically giving you the big middle finger.
yeah. Well, it depends on how it's said.
Oh, no, no. It's only said now. Only. I'm serious.
Like if somebody like gets hurt, they're not, and they're like, bless your heart or bless their heart or whatever.
Yeah,
They're not like
they don't care.
being
Yeah, they're like,
malicious
screw
about it.
you, fucking, you're from California. And I'm like, okay. So then I
Oh,
understood. No, I understood why. Now they're about ready. Their whole state is being infected. You know, stupid ways of thinking, stuff happening on college campuses. It's a mess. It's a mess. But you know what? Anybody who's ever had cancer They know it spreads. Can you talk about the Switch 2? All right. So,
I will be on Monday as well.
okay. Now, there is one fact that I have stated about the Switch 2 that I have yet to prove. So I'm trying to prove it. So somebody reported that the handheld device required an internet connection. Switch
Yes.
2 is 100% internet because the games are not on the cartridge.
Well, see, that's the bizarre thing. So um okay, for even a lot of games, they're not okay, for example, like if you buy a game off the PlayStation store, right? The You buy the game, download the game over the internet, and then you can still play it offline. However, with the Switch 2, you're not going to be able to play it offline. So it's almost like it's now became a streaming service.
Then why make it a handheld that you can take anywhere?
Exactly.
Why not
Well,
make
I'm
it?
thinking that the way they're thinking is that you can get Wi-Fi just about anywhere now.
How dare they think they can brick your gaming console?
Well, that's a different story, but
You know what? Freedom of choice, buddy. If I want to take a hammer to my console or I want to, reprogram it, it's mine. I paid for it.
exactly.
So you butt out. You have no right to brick my console. It's a mess. And I don't own the games, but your prices went up. I love that. So your price went up, but I don't own the game. Your price went up to look at the game. Really? So let me get this straight. So I don't own the music I buy. I don't own the movies I buy. And I don't own the video games I buy. We've gone to a world of it's so stupid.
It's
The lawsuits are coming, trust me.
but
That will
see,
change.
there is a backlash to it. So, for example, Doom.
Hang
the
on,
Dark
Bumpa. I'll get to your question.
Doom: The Dark Ages is said to have megabytes worth of data on the disc. The
Right.
physical disc that you buy only has megabytes worth of data on that disc, right?
Right.
Which means in let's just say in 100 gigabyte game. I mean, it may not be that much, but it could be more, could be less. Who cares? It doesn't matter for the argument of the speech or whatever.
You can only keep so many games on your console.
We'll say that 100 gigabytes on the game. If it's only a megabytes worth of data, then obviously the game's not on there. So you only get the key.
You get the license.
You download the game from the internet to play, or play it stream-wise. And then the license on your disc that you have to have present at all times in order to play it.
Right.
That's why the disc has to be in the console when you play it.
They're getting schooled right now.
Buying the license through the disc or buy the license over the internet. There is no difference. So there's been backlash. There's actually a ban for the game, Doom: The Dark Ages.
Everybody's canceling their pre-orders.
Yes, they're canceling their pre-orders. They're refusing to buy the copies.
It's turning into Snow White video game, dude.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So, but I mean, that's just one thing. That's just one thing. For example, another thing I'll be talking about, Assassin's Creed Shadows. They only sold, I think numbers came out, 2 million copies, which is horrible for a game that supposedly did 300 million players.
Right.
So,
is there a new Star Wars coming, dude?
Huh?
Bumpa just asked if you saw the new trailer.
Star Wars has a boyfriend.
It looks.
I didn't see a trailer.
It looks.
Are you sure it's a legit trailer, not a fan trailer?
Yeah, you got to verify that. Verify that before we get into that. But I didn't hear about no new Star Wars movie.
I've heard of Star Wars or them uh, remaking or what do they call it? Um, Basically redoing the sequel trilogy.
Remastering.
No, not remastering. They're retconning. They're going to retcon.
That's remastering.
No, remastering is taking something that already exists and remastering it to something different or to a
What is retconning?
retconning is taking something that exists and wiping the slate clean and doing something different
Completely?
completely.
Okay. I have never heard that term before.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's done in video games a lot.
Is Jimmy playing the Star Wars season? I'm playing the Star Wars on Monopoly Go.
Are you?
Yeah. So anyway, are you playing in Fortnite? The
I
Star
have
Wars?
been. I
Oh,
have
you
been.
have?
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I've been playing Fortnite just for those Star Wars skins. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. That's fine. That's cool. I get it. I like the stickers. I like BB-8. I like all that.
Like,
So
I think this one they have in the season or the special season pass that they have because they've broken the season passes up. Um, I'm guessing so they can get more money, which is stupid. But you can get the Star Wars season pass, and you can get or battle pass, and it has Poe Dameron from the sequel trilogy.
who knows? I don't
Uh,
remember, dude.
Poe is the one that's like the Han Solo character.
I don't care. I mean,
Um,
I've gotten to where I don't care about Star Wars.
then uh,
Not like I used to.
it has the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah,
It
I
has
think
him in there, or Darth Sidious. He's in there. And I think yesterday or on the 15th, they dropped a bonus for General Grievous. So
okay. So I think like, whoops, excuse me. I think the reason, my brother brought it up best. He says people, the reason why people love video games, and it's a big deal, by the way. Marriages have broken up over this. Boyfriend and girlfriends have broken up. It's an addiction. And he said it's an escape. It's just like drinking alcohol, just like smoking a joint. It's an escape. It's kind of like a drug for people. It seriously is. And where you want to leave today's world and all the crap going on and go out and explore. Explore a new world. Go explore.
yeah,
And that is exciting to gamers. Being able
a
like
break from
open world.
the everyday life.
Yeah. So I get it. I mean, I used to be like that. I know what the feeling is like. Some people don't game and they don't know, but some people do and they get it. It's an escape. It's where you're gone for 2 hours. You're on another planet, talking to other beings, killing other, aliens, whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So it is an escape. That's what video games are.
Yeah,
But it's also an addiction.
yeah. I mean,
Trust me.
it definitely can be. Because there's people that will play and like completely disregard all of responsibilities and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I can't afford to.
Nope,
So
totally get that. But you know what? It's okay. Every so often you treat yourself, you buy a game, you play it nice and slow, it'll last a nice couple 3 to 6 months, depending on how much you
no,
grind.
they don't have any of the droids skid mark.
No droids? What is he talking about? Do they have any?
I'm guessing in Fortnite. That's my guess. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about.
Okay, gaming is something I do just
What
when
are
I'm
wait,
bored. I have a life away from the computer. You know what? No lie. Everybody has a life away. I get it. Gaming is still an escape of some sort, an outlet. So it allows you to express yourself. I mean, you can't go around town killing people.
It depends. I mean, for me, it's something to do when I'm not working.
Should we
'Cause
should we talk about the game that everybody's been waiting for?
which one?
The one that they keep postponing?
Oh, GTA.
Yeah,
I mean,
GTA
yeah,
6.
I mean we can. I'm not a big fan of GTA. I've
It's
never have been, but
anytime you kill cops or you beat the crap out of a prostitute in the back of a taxi, and that's the gameplay. I mean, you're supposed to do that as a part of the game. You kind of question the morality of the game.
well, I mean, come on. I mean,
I
today's
mean,
morals. Do you think there's any morality in today?
no, that doesn't
It's
mean I got just because everybody's crazy. I'm diving off too, off the cliff.
well, true,
Yeah,
but I mean, if you look at the broader consensus of people, I
right.
doubt there's anybody like I wouldn't say not anybody, but more morality is very very thin. So, especially, I mean, a lot of gamers, you know.
Why do they keep postponing it? It's like the
Um,
worst case scenario. It's horrible.
I think they're trying to avoid something like Cyberpunk, and some of these other games have been released and bugged from day one.
Right. Oh,
So,
yeah. Welcome to
plus, I
my.
mean, I'm sure they're trying to pick a perfect market. Like right now, there's so many different talks about different consoles coming out. So, I
Everybody's
mean,
going to call in sick and play it anyway,
oh yeah,
unless the game doesn't play at all.
well, I've
I
known
don't.
people to do that. They'll
It's
literally call out of work to play for the
Junior.
next
Jack
2 or 3 days.
Junior does it all the
It's like, what
time.
the?
He did it for both
I wish
Destiny
I could
games.
afford to do that.
He
Sorry, I need my paycheck.
No, he did it when he was in school. He would call in sick, or he play sick.
Well, that's your fault.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Mister Dad of the Year.
I didn't say that. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
should we ask where your kids are?
I'm no. We
Don't
won't go into
don't
that.
open that door, dude.
No, we won't go into that.
Don't do it. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's see.
Chris says, "Will you be joining us on Monday's stream?"
Chris who?
Chris, who?
Hell no. I'm not doing Monday anymore because all the buttheads that I blocked show up there. So I
You
won't.
do have the ability to block them now
No,
on
you
mine.
had the ability to block them before
No,
and you
you
didn't.
have it on mine.
No, I couldn't figure it out.
I
Like
thought we got you
you
already
have
set
the
up.
ability right now to block somebody.
Well, no, on mine. You have the
No,
ability to
go
block
ahead.
on mine.
I know you have the
You're,
ability to block a mine. Go ahead, block
do I?
somebody.
I mean, I'd have.
Wait, I don't know how to do it, but I know I put you as a moderator.
Yeah, I'd have to do it. I can't do it from this.
I don't
From
know how you do
Rumble
it.
Studios. I'd have to do it from the uh probably from my phone, but
I know
there's
how to
nobody to block
block them.
right now, so I'm not going to block
Like
anybody.
I know how to block them. Like let's see, like that person right there.
Let's see, Chris. No, Skidmark, what are you switching to so I can subscribe? Depends on what you're talking about, Skidmark. Let me know what you're referring to. I'm behind on comments, so bear with us.
Wait,
Um,
switching to? What do you mean switching to?
exactly, I don't know. That's why I'm asking Skidmark what he's referencing. Switching to what? You can subscribe.
I don't know.
We'll post the link tree. I actually just put my Discord on link tree too. So,
Hold on, I got your link tree right here.
Jimmy, there's a new Star Wars movie coming.
You read that. Let me get
There's
yours.
talks about new movies coming.
Oh, I don't have your link tree. I thought I had it. I'm sorry. We'll have to get that.
Yeah, we'll get. I mean, we can do that towards the end.
Chris, I'm not coming back on Mondays. Sorry. Basically, I need the ability to shut people up. And unfortunately, I can't do that on Jimmy's channel. We haven't figured it out yet. So,
We'll get it figured out.
yeah, we figured out maybe I'll mosey on back. But until then, we'll shut you up on this channel because I know how to do it. I just go straight to the source. But anyway, But thank you, Chris. I don't know if you really mean you want me back, or you just think it's fun when
Oh,
people
wow,
troll
that's
on
funny.
me. Who knows?
Woke it is, diverse the Jedi are.
Hey, Gatsby, trust me, you'll know if you're blocked.
Yep, Michael.
I may not agree
What they
with everything
want
you
is
say,
they
but
won't own nothing.
you're not mean. Gatsby has his own opinions. He's a little one-sided, but he's always polite and nice to everybody. So
Yeah.
we let it be. I don't want to be that guy, that blocks everybody because they looked at him wrong. Wants to be that guy. No. I mean, all of us may disagree a lot, but you're allowed to. That's what makes this country so good. Okay, let's take a look here. Not switch into, it's switch to.
I don't need the fret about
Sure to smash
sort of
that like
stuff. Like
button.
so much better not worrying about these things. If it works
Thank
out.
you, Chris. So Chris is in a good. Chris, are you a she or a he? Was that you telling us you're a she?
No,
Right.
unless it's a different Chris. Chris is a he.
I think this may be a different Chris, but I always thought Chris was a dude.
Teams are worth worrying
I really hate that I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. Like, because Chris can be either. Now, like Janet, I know is a girl. Okay. Let's see here. Why did you block Gatsby?
Chat today.
Why did you say I blocked Gatsby? How about that? You answer that question first. I just said I didn't block Gatsby. But you just wrote, why did you block Gatsby? So I'm asking you now, why did you write that? Chris is a boy and Gatsby. Oh, what?
Something I do when I'm bored.
Wait.
I already read that.
Wait. Gatsby's a girl?
Is it? Is she?
No way.
I don't know.
No, Gatsby, are you a
Did he or
girl?
she say so?
No, Janet is saying that Chris is a boy and Gatsby's a girl. It's like having a baby.
Well, that makes sense. So who's Luke's father? Chewie?
I'm a proud
talk about Star Wars.
grandpa.
Something Jack
Bumpa of 4. Hey, congrats. I can vouch for Janet. Okay.
It's never been about being
Chris
moral.
is a he.
Exactly. GTA has never been about being
Chris
moral.
is a dude. Okay. Chris is a he. Because
right.
I've always thought Chris was a guy. I would
you'd be right.
I would have felt really bad.
GTA has never been about being moral. Fact. Destiny 3.
Yeah, Destiny is literally the master on regurgitating the same crap. I don't think people should ever play Destiny again. I think they need to really, they had a great start.
Welcome in, Sarah.
I can bet, let me see, I have 2 beautiful children. Cool. And they have 4 beautiful kids of their own. That's cool.
Discriminated people nowadays.
I wish Jimmy could.
I wouldn't necessarily say that gamers are discriminated.
Women's group, even though he was all mad. Hey, Jimmy.
What?
Janet. I can't even say it with a straight face. I'm sorry. Janet wants you to speak in her woman's group. So I'm guessing it's like a Bible study. What would you say if you spoke in a woman's group?
Oh, they probably wouldn't like me.
No. What would you say?
I don't know what I would say, but they probably wouldn't like me. I'd probably come across misogynist or something.
Come on, dude. You're not bad.
I'm not horrible, but I've got perspectives.
So what topic would you talk about at a woman's group?
I don't know. I guess I would just kind of respond to whatever they're talking about and state my opinions.
Like, not all guys are idiots.
No.
We're all pigs. You know why we're pigs? I've said this since the day I started DJing nightclubs. All men are pigs. You know why?
Why?
Because women allow us to be. Because women put up with it. Because trust me, think about it long enough. Because they take crap. When your woman puts her foot down and shuts you up, you step in line and you behave. But when she lets you
No,
start mouthing off, well,
I disagree with that.
no, trust me,
Well,
dude. I did a
again,
call-in show
I
for
mean,
4
you can
years.
have that perspective, but I
I
disagree.
did a relationship call-in show for 4 years. I'm telling you, guys are pigs, and women put up with it. That's it. It's a
I
bad
think
combination.
I think the only reason guys are considered pigs because how would you state this?
I'm looking at you
I
trying to
think
form those
I think
words.
just that women are very selective, and if it's something that they feel, I don't know, that they don't agree with, the first thing they come up with is he's a pig.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think women put up with too much crap from guys. That's all. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of crap we put up with too, but we do for totally different reasons. We
Well,
do
see,
for totally different reasons.
I'm in the other boat. I think men put up with far too much from women, way too much,
Uh,
way too much.
Easy boy. The chat room loves you.
I
Don't
know. They're
don't
if
piss
they
off the
knew, if
chat
they only
room.
knew.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
Please don't
Anyway,
block me.
okay. What's trending?
Gatsby
We
says, please
talked
don't
about the
block him.
shells. We talked about the 86. Hold on a minute. I wrote down some
Oh,
notes.
wait. Is that
Give me a
no,
second.
it's not switch into, it's switch to
We talked about Switch
uh
2.
Kane True
Oh,
leads to the beauty of these shows.
did you hear? Did you hear about UCLA?
Hold on. Yes. Yes, about the diversity.
UCLA is getting sued by white men, by
Yeah.
white folk for
And you know which, like, the I guess there's more details.
what's going on. What
It's
did you do?
the UCLA uh what is it called? Medical School of UCLA.
Right.
They were discriminating against white men.
Yeah. Of course. Please. Everybody knows that. People were told not to hire white men. Even Disney was all on that. It's like, really? So UCLA now has a class action lawsuit. I was a UCLA fan too. Now I'm a USC fan, but I'm sure they did the same thing.
They're in California. Of course, they did the same thing.
Listen, they're all going down. Harvard lost their money from the government. UCLA is getting sued.
See, I'm not a big college guy, so I guess
Yeah, I hope they all go down. I hate universities. I think they're money hungry. I think they're not. It's
I think college is a waste of money, in my opinion.
yes, that's what
I
I
mean,
believe. I believe
let's see,
everybody can do whatever they want to
I
do
went
by
I went to college
learning in a
for two
trade school.
years. I went
Trade
to
schools
college.
anyway.
I went to college for 2 years for graphic design.
Right.
Everything that I learned from college, I could have got off YouTube channels.
I know. A lot of people are AI learning now.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I mean,
AI
hell,
is
when
teaching.
I was telling you, or we were talking about me setting up my channel,
Yeah,
dude, Grok was right there, sitting there helping
I
me the whole
know.
way.
AI can teach you better than a teacher. That's
Yeah,
what's scary.
and it
They're
won't
going to
give you the
be
woke. It won't give you the
well.
woke bullshit.
Good thing the employees are striking at Starbucks. This way, teachers have a place to go and work.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Maybe they'll
Crazy.
serve coffee.
They're literally complaining they don't get to wear the clothes they want to wear.
We won't.
What?
Oh,
It's called a
Starbucks.
Yeah, it's called a
Yeah.
uniform. You dumb idiots. What?
Well, it depends on like.
When did you think you had any say so as an employee? Once again, the entitlement generation, it's starting to grow up. They think they're entitled.
Which ones? The millennials?
Yeah, I had to say what they said to say,
What is
wear
junior?
what they said to wear. It was just a
What year
part of
was junior
working for
born?
somebody.
Or is
What?
that too much?
Say again?
Junior. How old is junior?
25.
25. So was that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, 2000. So
Yeah.
I mean, God, is he? I think he's
Yeah.
classified as Gen Z.
Yeah, he don't give a crap. He don't classify as anything. He hates them all. He's like, they're
Oh,
all idiots. But yeah. So why would you complain about your uniform? Oh, women can't grow beards? Really? Like the one complaining and holding a sign protesting is a woman and she's got a beard and she has like it looked like an ice cream cone upside down on her forehead. I'm like, has the world gone bonkers? Are we just a bunch of zoo animals now? What is wrong with people? They're freaking crazy. They're totally crazy. Two. I wear a uniform because I'm required to. That's right. But you know what, Debbie? You're not going on strike.
It's just part of being
You
a
get it right. Nurses wear uniforms.
job.
Doctors wear uniforms. You know, people who sell stuff, they wear uniforms if their company wants them to. Tammy wears a company shirt. I don't get it. I don't know what the problem is. Once
Do you have a
again,
uniform? No.
yeah, right. Yeah. No. Don't get me started. But
No, but I mean, like, so I noticed this because like that came up, but at Costco there's no uniform. I mean, there's a
there's a
smog.
vest like
Yeah,
Walmart and
yeah,
like Sam's Club.
but you can wear anything you want as long
Really?
as long as it's not profane or vulgar or anything.
I don't know what makes them think they're that powerful. I'm like, dude, you pour freaking
It's because
coffee.
we've now
My coffee maker makes coffee as good as you do. Pours it every morning according to the clock. It's on a timer. And it doesn't complain.
it's not $7
Yeah. Doesn't call in sick. Doesn't get pregnant. Doesn't do
unless
anything.
it breaks.
If it breaks, I buy a new one. But I'm
True.
telling you, once again, we have not seen the end of the pandemic. And what I mean by that is they're going to grow up, the kids from the pandemic. And you think the entitlement millennials are bad? Wait till Gen Z catches up. Just wait. Wait till they're running the world, dude.
I think we're. I don't think it's going to be as bad for Gen Z. Just from
I
what
don't have
I've
as
been
much
hearing,
concern about Gen Z.
Gen Z is a lot more conservative.
I'm more worried about them than I am thinking they're going to
But the
destroy
problem
everything.
is Gen Z, because of millennials, and I would even go as far as to say even Gen X, they're just not having enough kids, because we're now right about, or we're still below replacement rate,
Okay,
and
you're saying everybody,
Gen Z,
people
there's
can't
only
make
like
it out. Jimmy is saying it's a low birth rate. We're not making kids like we used to. You know why?
it's not. There's no encouragement to.
Number one, the world's crazy. I wouldn't bring a kid into the world this year.
That
I
reminds me
wouldn't
of
do it.
Nicolas Cage
Okay,
from The Rock.
and number two, it's too expensive to have a kid. It's becoming ridiculous. Do you know how much formula is? I used to
Well, if
pay
they're
like
breastfeeding,
$5 for formula.
if they're feeding naturally, there's no reason to buy formula.
Oh, trust me, I'd pump it out my butt if I could.
That's
I'm
gross.
sorry.
That's gross.
I don't care. Come here, honey. Chocolate cake for dinner.
Get a new definition of Hershey squirts, huh?
Stop it.
Oh my God,
But
it's gross.
but number one, it's way expensive. People can barely feed themselves. And number two, the world's crazy. Why would you bring a kid in? So you got two things fighting against you.
Well,
That's
not even
why
just that. I mean,
we got a low birth rate.
dating isn't the way it used to be. A lot of women are very selective on who they date. A lot of men won't have refused to date because of the way the court system is working now. I mean, they're all mostly pro mother, so why would a guy give up everything, to live on the street or to not have anything?
Bumpa, is it Bumpa
Especially
Jimbo?
when there's so many fathers out there that don't even get their kids.
Trust me, don't even get me started. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I got a good thing. Let me read this comment real quick.
Go ahead.
Then I'll tell you what remind me deadbeat fathers. I ordered coffee at Starbucks. Never again. DEI employees wanted money for my coffee entitlement. Stop. Stop. Be nice. Okay. Why is it I don't want to have a kid, but she does, right? She has a kid and I got to pay for it. Why is it she can turn around and kill the kid? Why
Yeah,
is it I don't have that choice?
exactly.
Why? Why is it that, hey, if you want the kid, you take responsibility? I don't want the kid. But
Exactly.
if she doesn't want the kid, she can terminate it. Why? So you have, women's right, it's their body, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
But a
the
guy
stupid,
says that and it's a deadbeat dad.
typical stupid argument. It's their body; they get to choose what happens with their body. No,
Right.
it's not your
But
body. The
you
kid
raise the
inside you
kid.
is not your body. I'm sorry, and
Yeah.
I don't care. You can sit there and call it a clump of cells. You can call it a zygote or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's
But the
still a
guy,
human being that you're
but the
terminating.
guys are
And to me, I mean, that's
screwed.
just. I mean, you can even stretch that into um, I don't know if I should get into that topic, but
Wait, don't do it. Don't do it.
voluntarily terminating a life. What do you think that is?
It's an abortion. But what I'm saying is,
But if it comes out,
it's okay if women
is it
abort,
still
but if guys
abortion once
abort,
it's born?
it's murder.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
if guys
That's
don't
the
want
way
the
I
kid,
see
they don't have a choice. How is it the woman has a choice, and the guy's got to pay the rest of his life? But the women decide, I don't want to raise a kid the rest of my life. For 18 years, right? So they terminate the
I've
baby.
seen a lot of women that will have kids and they choose
Yeah,
whatever life they want over the kids.
they want that paycheck,
Exactly. They
that
do it just for the money.
guaranteed paycheck.
Yep.
I'm just.
I mean, that
I
another
didn't
reason
bring
why.
that question
I
up.
mean, just
Somebody brought it
even
up.
with
I
that,
thought it was
even
interesting.
if you, I mean, that argument aside, what is the encouragement for a guy to walk into that? There is none. So another good example of why our birth rates are down because, well, one, abortion is way up. Two, guys
Starbucks,
don't want to get involved or don't want to participate because they don't have a choice.
right?
So
I
they
guess
can
most
choice
people
to
aren't fans of Starbucks.
or they can choose to walk or refrain from the activity.
I know.
So,
It's totally not fair.
Starbucks
So,
star sucks.
yeah, a lot of people in the chat do not like Starbucks, I guess. So, I just think it's interesting. What is this? You guys are agree, Jimmy. Okay, thank God. Let's see. It's their body, their choice. But that doesn't extend to men. Yeah, men have no choice.
Yeah, it's
Women have all the choice.
It's men. It's half the man's DNA, just like it is hers, and he doesn't get a
Right.
choice.
And if I want to keep the child, she still has less say. It's not right. But I mean, how do you fix that? That's crazy. I mean, it's inside of her, So let's see, Bumpa Jimbo. I'm so sorry that the DEI, DEI. That's just pathetic that we're still using that term. DEI employee did that to you. Yep, that's very so sorry. Um, from one Michael to another person. You circumcision is mutilation. Okay, foreskins are icky. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's
I'm
get out
surprised
the
you're even reading it.
let's get out the fort. Where are my scissors? Let's get out the foreskin.
College's adult daycare 4-year party to network. Yep.
I'm just grateful my mom had them whack off my foreskin the day I was born.
I'm not going into that. Intact
I'm
refers
not.
to
I'm not
castration.
going into yours either. So I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what? What is
I'm
Sarah
just
talking about?
glad to be
Intact
clean.
refers to castration. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Looks like this, dude. Funny.
I heard
Okay.
a lot of colleges have litter boxes now. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah. You put. I
I
mean,
guess it'd be a good thing if you're circumcised. with a
you
litter
guys,
box.
we live in a screw. Humans are crazy. I never thought we'd evolve to be stupid. I thought we would get smarter. Technology would get better. But we literally put litter boxes in classrooms because some people associate as a cat.
Yeah.
Great. I associate with get the frick out of here. It's crazy. It's all crazy. I don't. It's funny because I asked my brother Jim. He's gay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked my brother. I said, "So you should be able to marry whoever you want, right? That's what you claim." And he says, "Yeah." I said, "Great. Would it be okay if I married a horse?" And he goes, "Well, that's being a little ridiculous." And I said, "So you get to draw the line what's
On who you-
ridiculous and what's not? You
Yeah.
get to put the line, well, marrying a guy's okay for a guy, but marrying a horse isn't? Who made you God?" I thought
And
you
that's
said,
another thing. Like in marriage doesn't really exist. Let's put it that way.
"Oh,
Marriage
you're
doesn't
getting a little
exist.
deep now, dude. I know where you're going."
Marriage only is existence in a biblical sense, right? That's the only purpose of marriage. When two become one flesh. That's the only purpose of marriage. Outside of a religion, there's no purpose for marriage. We've extended that here in the States and in the West now to where it's now a tax break or you get certain benefits for being married. So that's why we've lost the thought or lost the respect or the understanding of what marriage really is.
Do you
That's
know
my take.
there are homosexuals for Palestine?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I
Do they know anything about Palestine?
actually saw a meme of uh
Right, the chickens
gay
for
people,
KFC?
the gay people that were driving around in Palestine.
I'm like,
I was like, wow, that's funny.
if you were in Palestine right now, they would kill you. They kill homosexuals, and you're protesting for them.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's somebody said it's like chickens for KFC. It's
That's
like,
funny.
guys, so we need to do more homework. We need to be smarter as a human race because during the pandemic, we all got dumb. We became worse drivers. We became mean to each other. We became more divided than ever in the history of the country. It's horrible. We're divided on everything. Pick a topic. I can tell you the other side.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
from our phones to our computers.
It's only a matter of time.
It it's so bad.
Things
It's
are gonna
so
fall apart.
bad.
Like either the end is nigh or we're gonna fall apart. One of the two, because we're just too divided now. That's, I mean, unless something drastically changes. I
And
mean,
Debbie says
be
I'd
with
rather
Gen Z, I guess.
hold on. Debbie says, I'd rather marry a horse than my first husband. I had a first. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a first, didn't you?
I've never been married.
Oh, you were never married?
Never
Ever?
been married.
Oh, okay. So you just had, how many kids you got? You had 2?
2.
But you never got married?
Nope.
Okay.
I
It's
procreated, and that was about it.
it's getting really bad outside there, Jack. Stop at a gas station or grocery store.
Yeah, 21 in my mind.
Gets full of rage that you're breathing. Yeah. It honestly, guys, if you don't recognize the way we've all become, if you don't see it, pull your head out of the sand. Look around and realize that number one, racism has gone back to the 60s. We literally have erased everything we've ever accomplished against racism. Jay Gatsby wrote, homosexuals for Palestine is like Christians for Trump. No, that's not even funny. I don't even get it. I honestly don't get it. Dude, Palestinians kill homosexuals. Trump does not kill Christians. But what you wrote,
What the fuck?
I have no idea what he's saying. I watched Zulu again last weekend. What is Zulu? Was that a movie?
Zulu?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Zulu.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it either. Yeah, Janet. He has 2 kids. Let's see here.
My kids are older, though. Hell, I think my kids are millennials.
How old are they?
Um,
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
No. My daughter is JJ's age.
Is Sneed here? Chris just said hi to Sneed, and I don't see him.
No, my daughter is was in '99, and my son was 2002.
So, are they the same generation?
Yes.
So they're Gen Z?
I think they're both Gen. No, I think they're.
No, they're
I don't know. I
millennials.
think
They're millennials.
No, it's every 15 years.
I don't know. I have no idea. Nobody's giving me the years.
Generation time.
It don't matter. You're going to get a different answer no matter where you look. That's a good idea, Sumo Boy. What?
Okay, yes. Gen Z is 97 to 2012. Millennials are from 81 to 96. What year were you born?
Me?
Yeah.
I was born in 67.
Oh, so you're the same generation I am.
Yeah, I'm Gen X.
Yeah, barely.
I'm literally.
Yeah.
No, I'm
we're
right.
Like, we're like almost on the opposite end of the generation, but.
Yeah, but basically, I was around for the first video game ever. I'm the first generation that played video games.
Well, let's see. If you were 67, God, you're like 9 years older than I am. So, yeah, I see that.
Wait, I'm not 60 yet.
No. I'm thinking you were a teenager when the Nintendo came out. The NES, the gray box, Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I know what Nintendo is, dude. I haven't got a freaking idea where the year it came out. 84. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea.
Like 83 or 84.
Yeah, MTV started in 85.
So yeah, just before MTV.
What was the first video ever played?
What's the first video I ever played?
No. What's the first video played on MTV?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Tell you.
Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. I think.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense. The Buggles, yeah. Brilliant. That was the first video ever
YouTube's
played.
Killed the video. YouTube's killed the video star.
Yeah, YouTube. You know,
or
it's
AI,
funny because
AI, one of the two.
YouTube hasn't done a lot lately in the past decade. They really haven't.
No, not really.
They're still on.
AI will. I think AI will.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, AI is going crazy.
Like, it is now possible that I can go on to AI, and I can have it generate whatever song I want in my voice with the lyrics.
I don't know why more and more people aren't becoming their own artist.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a platform that you can. I mean, it's free. It's technically free, and if you've got the ability to sing,
Right.
why not utilize it?
Well,
Capitalize
why would
on
you
your
put out
skill.
your own album?
Capitalize on your talent.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna
And all the
tomorrow.
revenue is. I mean, it's there for the taking for you. I don't have that talent, but
So tomorrow, when I talk to my brother Charles, we're gonna talk about his creative process. Okay.
okay,
So,
that'd be kind of cool.
for example, if you know a singer songwriter, okay, ask them, do they write the words first or the music?
I'd say the music.
Yeah, I've seen it both ways. I've met
Oh
both
yeah,
people.
I mean, I guess you could.
It's
Depends
different
on
for
the type of
everybody.
music, I guess, the genre of the music. Like if you're
Okay,
doing rap,
yeah.
I would
Let me
imagine
put
it's
it
more
to
the
Jimmy.
lyrics.
Jimmy, let me put it to your terms. When you like a song, is it because of the music or the words first?
Words,
Some people the music,
words.
literally. Some people are the
Mostly
melody.
because like okay, for example, like a good band is like the Cranberries, right? You listen to the lyrics and it catches, right?
Right.
But then the music is just like it's like icing on top of the cake with the music in the background. But I mean, it depends on the band.
I got I just got a question I got to talk to you
Or
about.
like Evanescence is a lot about the lyrics.
Evanescence, yeah. There's a story behind that. I'll tell you privately. You don't want to talk about it here, but Evanescence shot themselves. They were an
Oh
amazing
yeah,
band. They shot themselves in the foot. Okay. We'll talk about that privately because it's not pretty. But basically
he's
they just
from Arkansas.
who?
Uh, Amy Lee,
Well, no wonder. No
she's
wonder she did such
one
a
state
stupid
over.
thing.
Yeah,
It's like imagine really it was so stupid. Imagine releasing a song
I thought it
and
was because they split up because her and Ben Moody were dating or something like that.
no, it's because they stopped being Christian.
Uh,
It's a whole other story. They
okay.
literally stopped. But I got to ask you to get on track with the chat again. Paramount Plus exclusively has the original Beavis and Buttheads MTV
Really?
episodes with music video commentary. Am I wrong, or did Beavis and Butthead start on MTV?
It started on MTV when it started out.
How did they start? I never saw them on MTV. Don't get me
I
wrong.
did.
They were. I know I was always fans of Beavis and Butthead. Loved their cartoon, but they started on MTV. What would they watch videos and criticize them, like Science Theater 2000
Uh,
or whatever?
I think it started out, if I remember correctly, it started out like um, kind of like what's his name? Oh my God, what is that guy's name? Remember in Back to the Future #2 when they go into the future?
Right, right.
Max Hedron. Is that who I'm talking
Yes,
about? Max
Max,
Hedron.
Max Headroom.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. Is
Right,
how Beavis and Butthead got their start. It was something that was a gag over something else,
but
and
then it spun off on
then
its
they
own.
started
Right.
a series of
Got it. I
cartoons.
thought so. I
Yeah,
thought so. So
it's kind of like
my
Animaniacs did that. Animaniacs started as a gag for something else, and then it became a
its
cartoon
own
because everybody
thing.
liked the characters.
I wish Pink in the Brain still was doing cartoons.
I don't know. I miss Animaniacs. That was
Yeah, I miss
that
Pink in
was
the Brain. Okay, really quick. Uh, Jack, you should do a new series where you listen and react to new music that comes out Fridays. Your insight as a DJ would be very valuable. Thank you, by the way. I used to do that. I would listen to the music that was mailed to the radio station and decide what was going on the air and what wasn't. All the new stuff. Most of it went on the air, but there were some that I'm like, this sucks. This is garbage.
Yeah.
Um, don't know if I could do that right now and anybody would care. You know, play
What?
new music and plus the copyright issues. I couldn't play any music because of the copyright issues too. So that makes doing even though you can review and commentary on YouTube, they'll flag you. I can't take that chance. So not they not that they wouldn't flag me for saying stupid things. That's different.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be flagged for copywritten music. Beavis and Butthead have only been on MTV. They're great, by the way. You have to have do you remember Ren and Stimpy?
I do. I
Okay,
do.
that's how Beavis and Butthead was. It's like beer. You have to
Yeah.
have a flavor for it. Okay, either you
Well,
love Beavis and Butthead or you hate it.
I
Same with
think
Ren and Stimpy. Same with regular show. I don't know if
I
you ever
think at
watched
first,
regular show.
yes, but I think it became more of a cultural icon over time.
Right. Oh, don't
So
get
it
me
wasn't
wrong.
whether you had a taste for it or not. It was it became it became more than that
Right,
eventually.
right. So anyway, but yeah, two in the pink.
Wow.
Wow, Chris. I'm sorry. Let me get out of the gutter so you can float on by. Sorry, I stepped in the gutter there for a minute. But now I'll move out of the way. There you go. Hey, look, there went Chris. So,
What the hell?
pop-up video was informative and entertaining. You can review public domain music. I don't think there is a lot of public domain music. First of all, copywritten music, I don't think people would care what I thought about it. Public domain music, even less. I don't think anybody would care about it. Just my
Yeah.
personal opinion. Jimmy, will you speak to my women's group if I have them up to Chicago during Pizza Wars? They can take any degree of misunderstanding. Got it.
Babby formed.
No, we're gonna be busy. We're gonna be eating a
Yeah,
lot of
we're gonna
pizza.
have a lot going on.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing like 3 pizza places in a day. So we ain't gonna have time to talk to a women's group. There's a lot of great public domain music. I didn't know that. Mary had a little lamb. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and listen to Mary Had a Little Lamb and then tell you what I think.
Well,
Uh,
I think you're on to something that music doesn't have the same effect that it used to. I think it's more propaganda now. Well, I can't say that because I mean, music's always been propaganda. Like even in the 70s, music was always propaganda. And then we got something like Green Day and Rage Against the Machine, stuff like that.
okay.
It's always been propaganda.
So I hate to bring in my brother Charles again, but Sumo Boy brought up a good point. I like Charles, but he's on a different plane that I don't understand. Okay. Once again, my brother Charles, love him to death. He's a different type. He's very intellectual. Uh, uh, I'm surprised they even get him on the show. I'm surprised he even talks to me. We talk all the time, like every day. But Charles doesn't think like normal people. Serious. The average Joe. He doesn't. Like I can make a friend in Walmart. That's not Charles. Okay? Charles belongs to like if you know what CTOs are, he belongs to a CTO group. That's where he converses best. Other chief technical officers. Okay, computer programmers. Some computer programmers think at a whole different level. I have a buddy in Arizona. He programs, but he also paints freaking amazing. Like, there's a whole nother creative side to all my friends that are programmers. It's weird. Most of them, Mark Corey Lee, go look him up. Mark Corey Lee is a country artist I used to manage. He was also a computer programmer. Excuse me. So it's weird, but programmers on the use both sides of their brain, where most of us rely on one side, either creative or logical. But he writes movie plays, he's written screenplays, he's written music, he's written poetry, he's he's painted. I mean, he literally has done all that creative crap. I love him to death, but I wouldn't do it. I got bored. I tried to do programming. I said, this is freaking boring. Machine language. Who cares?
I think it depends on what you're talking about. Like CSS and stuff like that. If you're actually talking
Oh,
about
you know about that?
I know some of it. I'm not good with it yet.
What is that?
I'll
JavaScript?
yeah, see, I'm not into a lot of that, but I think that's because technology has evolved. Like a lot of things that you could do with CSS and JavaScript back in the day can easily be done with something like Dreamweaver or even like what's the Apple version? Um, dang it, what's the web design program for Apple?
Oh, what? I have no idea.
Because I know Dreamweaver is um, Adobe, but I think Apple has a different or its own software, doesn't it?
Uh, Possibly.
Or something like was it? God, was it Premiere? I think is on Adobe, and that's the film editor,
Yes, that's the
whatever.
video editing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to
but
be on
you have the other one for I can never remember the name of it, but for Apple,
I don't know. I don't program, so I don't freaking
no,
care.
the film editing
Oh, you mean the
Apple.
Final Cut Pro?
Final Cut. That's it, Final
Right.
Cut.
I thought you meant programming, like what kind of program they work in. But anyway, to get back to Charles being different, just to
Is
give you
it
an
Rapid
idea,
Weaver? Is
he's
that what it's called?
Dreamweaver, right?
No, Rapid Weaver and Sightly are well regarded for their interfaces.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Whatever.
Sumo Boy, I just want to let
Wix.
you know, anybody on this earth that has taught himself 20 different languages to computer programming, he's got something upstairs. Whether you're totally right, he's on a different plane. Do you remember there was a Twilight Zone episode where they unwrapped that woman that had plastic surgery and her face was gorgeous and beautiful?
Yeah.
You started crying because everybody else had a pig face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doctors,
I
the
remember that one.
nurses, everybody had a pig face. They were trying. Twilight Zone was a classic.
Oh yeah. Twilight
Okay,
Zone's classic.
Charles always said he's in a, like, everybody's a dog and he's not. Not that they're ugly. I love dogs, but he doesn't feel like he's like anybody. He's different. He's always felt different. Not that it's a bad thing. It's not an emotional thing. It's not a weird thing. He just feels that most people don't think the way he does. And he sees that. So, but he'll admit that. He'll admit that. So Sneed, uh, by the way, Charles doesn't care. I care what people say. I get bothered by what people say. I've learned to ignore what people say. I've let it bounce off my back. Charles has mastered doing YouTube. Mastered it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about his creative process, but the reason why he says ignore the chat, go back and read our chat. Go back. Go back and watch the recorded video. Half of it's crap. We skip so many things. Okay? People say the meanest, nastiest things on YouTube. But Charles isn't bothered by it. He doesn't give a crap. I envy him for that quality. He doesn't give a crap. You can hate him. He'll never meet you. That's what he says. I'll never meet them. What do I care? It's
Yeah.
not that he doesn't like you, but most of the people,
He just
right?
doesn't find it relevant.
Yes,
He
that's
just
it.
doesn't find it relevant.
That's exactly it.
He's literally here just to have a conversation with you about whatever topic you guys discuss, and the chat is just, I mean, it's irrelevant.
Right.
Whereas,
He-
like, say, like when you and I get on stream, it's not that chat is irrelevant because we try to or get the chat involved with the conversation, and it just, I mean, we have a lot more to talk about because of that, in my opinion. But I think Charles, he wants to
He,
stay focused on
he
one
literally
thing.
is the smartest guy I know.
Yeah,
Period.
he's a very intelligent guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, like, I
He
think
just out of high
intelligence is also
school.
relative,
Right.
right? Because, like, you can be intelligent in something, but not in another thing.
Oh, yeah. But I will
And
tell you this. He'll tell
but
you he's stupid in certain topics. He'll tell
yeah,
you, I'm an idiot. I ain't got a clue. He won't. He's not. There's no ego with Charles. He comes off harsh only because he doesn't butter things up. He doesn't sugarcoat things. Things are the way they are. And if you don't like it, tough crap. Get the frick out of the chat if you don't like it. That's what he feels. He's not here to have a conversation with Darnell or Rob or Sumo Boy. But he also does care. So he's hoping that whatever conversation he can bring to the table will affect you in a positive manner. He wouldn't waste his time. He wouldn't even come.
yeah,
I do the live show because it's my call. I don't want to do the editing. I don't want to do the uploading. I don't want to do the distributing. So we do it live for convenience. You ask, why do we do it live? That's why. He doesn't. It's not to have a conversation with the chat. He doesn't mind the chat. He doesn't mind you guys. But a lot of you guys are nasty. You don't believe me? Read the comments. Go to YouTube right now. Pick anybody. Read their
well,
comments.
but see, it's a different perspective too. You got to keep that in mind. Like when we go live,
Right.
we're talking, we're having a conversation, and we're the subject, basically, right?
Bring
And
Charles to the conversation. That's funny.
we're basically the subject because we're the ones in front of the camera, right? So when the chat is directing that towards us, then
Right.
that's when, because outside of that, I mean, if you were to go into, say, like okay, for example, like I'm sitting there playing with Reddit the last couple of days,
Yeah.
and it's just stupid stuff, really
I hate
stupid stuff.
Reddit. That you
But
want to talk about
there's
vile, go to
the
Reddit.
same trolling that's in chat is in Reddit, right? You agree?
Mm-hmm.
You get the same trolling in Reddit that you do in the chat. So,
Listen,
but
I don't mean to
you aren't the
insult
subject.
anybody.
In Reddit, you're not the subject. The subject is whatever topic, and then it's just a banter back and forth. Whereas chat, we're the subject, and the chat is there to, I guess, not really balance. What's the best word? I guess incorporate with
I don't
what
mind
we're
the
talking
chat.
about.
I'm okay with the chat.
Yeah, I don't have a
I
problem
think
with chat.
I've learned so
I,
much from the chat.
I like talking to chat. Just like that's
Yeah.
one of the things that I like coming
They'll
online.
correct
Like,
me if I'm wrong. I'm okay with that.
to
I'm
me,
okay with it. You got to be
like
okay with that.
me
You gotta be
being a
okay.
gamer, to me it's kind of like when I'm on live, Xbox Live or something, I'm sitting there playing Destiny 2 or whatever, and
Right.
I get all these different people, and we
Are you
invite
still
people in
playing
to get certain
Destiny?
activities done. No, I don't.
Okay.
But I'm just saying,
Good man.
I've wasted
Good
a
man.
lot of time doing that game. But anyway, but my point is that with that game, there's certain activities you got to have so many people in, um, and in order to get that activity completed. So you invite people that you don't know into the game to fill those slots to get the activity done, right? So that's what I see with chat. You just kind of get used to having random people you don't know, just kind of having fun, hanging out, and that's what I see when it comes to being
but
online here.
but I
You just
will
kind of
say
it's gaming without games.
I'm glad we
The
don't
way I
have
see
any
it.
trolls in chat today. Makes the stream more enjoyable. You guys, you guys are awesome. Chris, you're totally right. I don't mind. I mean, lots of people don't realize. I can almost guarantee if there's a troll, he's under 30 and he's a gamer. Sorry, deal with it. That's a fact. Every jerk that has written me coldly, cruel stuff has been under 30 and a gamer. That's it. I prove me wrong. I'll hold my guns to that. Okay. Uh,
I don't know.
you know what? I
I think there's
promise you,
bitter
go to
older
all my
people.
bad comments. They're all gamers. All of them. Dude, somehow being a gamer gives you a license to be an idiot. And you think like being hurtful to people. I had
I think it's
somebody,
just growing up with being a keyboard ninja.
yeah, I had somebody apologize to me once. They said, look, I was mean to you for years, but I realized it was very hurtful and I apologized. And I said, that was amazing. Probably the one of the best apologies I've ever had. And I thought, he gets it.
Yeah.
See, until you get to a certain age, you literally don't realize the damage you're doing by your words. Okay?
Well, I guess it's
So,
how you receive it too.
right.
I'm not me personally. I'm not too receptive to it. So
I
you,
wonder
I would say, are a little bit more receptive to it. But I
if
let a lot of stuff slide off my back.
I wonder if Jimmy bought chops this week.
Chaps.
Oh, chap. No, it was chop. I was saying chap. Sorry,
Yeah.
the font's real tiny. As he imagined, a rod. What? Ugh,
Good job,
okay,
Jack. Good
yeah.
job.
Sorry. Okay. What
Uh,
is this correct?
we're in the
Is
under
this your?
30.
Is that your on YouTube? Is that your
Yes. Well,
handle?
that's on. Actually, I think there's a dot between my initials and media. There's a dot, if I'm not
JAS
mistaken.
dot
Yeah, I believe
media
so.
2024. Okay,
Yes, I believe so.
got it. Bumper Jimbo says trolls are stupid. Thanks for busting them. Um, I gotta tell you guys, I'll be honest. I hurt for the trolls. It's the stupidest thing, but I feel that if somebody's gonna troll somebody or be mean to somebody, they're not doing well. They're in a bad place. They don't have. They're not being brought up well by their parents. They're in financial ruins. I don't know what's going wrong, but something's going wrong. Something's happening to that person. That breaks my heart.
Oh,
So I've always thought that way. I've said it before, and I'll say it
I didn't even
again.
realize.
Yeah, if I could sit with my trolls and find out who they really are, sit down at a
Yeah, have
table.
a decent one-on-one conversation.
Yes. Yeah, that would be great.
It'd be a lot more productive that way.
Miller Vaughn, what do you put?
I just noticed Steam Gloves in here.
Oh,
Welcome in.
Miller wrote, I apologize for calling you a flatworm, Jack, and you said I didn't mean it. I don't know. Did you really do that? I don't know.
Worm Jack.
I've
Isn't
become
there a
very numb
isn't
to
there
meanness. Speaking of
isn't there
games,
a video game called that?
The new Doom game. Yeah, we were talking about that. What did you say, Jimmy?
Isn't there a video game called that?
Called what?
Flatworm Jack?
Oh, that's right. It is a game, isn't it?
I believe so.
That's probably what he meant, was referring to. Yeah, a lot of people are canceling
Uh,
their Doom orders.
Something about that. Roundworm, or I don't know.
No, I think it is Flatworm Jack. I think that
Well, I'm
was it.
looking, and it's
Check
coming up with
glad
freaking.
about your
It's
content.
coming up with underwater creatures.
Thank you, Yamas. So, I reached a stage of my life, guys. I've been doing YouTube for 18 years. Like, I could have raised a whole kid during YouTube, but I did. Anyway,
Shit, I don't know.
from now on, I'm not getting any younger. We're all gonna die someday. So before I leave this earth, my goal, and if you follow me, you'll know this. My goal is to help as many
No,
people as I
Earthworm
can.
Jack. Or no,
Oh,
Earthworm
that's
Jim.
right.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim, that's right.
That's what it was.
Okay. Well, I don't know. The comment was still kind of funny too. But I want to tell you that my goal is to give back as much as I can, as fast as I can. Maybe 20 years I got, maybe less than that. Maybe I get hit by a car tonight. I don't know. But if I can pass off what I've learned to somebody else, that to me will complete what I've done in my life. So I've done Creators Corner on Facebook. We have over 200 people. I tried to do the Jack Pack. I'm just trying to give back and help people. Not looking for anything, but it's the least I can do. I've been very blessed. So I just want you guys to know you're going to see that if you follow me. I'm literally going to say, like Jimmy, he's a great example. Jimmy came to me, 2 years ago, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, we were talking 2 years ago. Jimmy wanted.
Well, I think we've been talking a lot. About different things, but I think
It's gone fast.
Like I think
years.
we talked about the photography thing for a while, and
Right.
then a lot of other things.
We've talked about
So we
Jimmy.
finally came across doing this.
Yeah.
And then we've been doing this for at least, I'd say, about 2 years. We're talking about it at least.
So literally, why is Jimmy and I together doing F as in Frank? Is because I want to help Jimmy any way I can. I want him to get his own gig, his own channel, his own voice, his own audience. I want all of it for him. And he does too, of course. Or we wouldn't be doing it. Once again, rule number 1, the person's got to want it. You can't force somebody to be like a content creator. You can't force them to do anything.
It's kind of like an alcoholic. You can't force them to stop.
Yeah. So Jimmy, I will be helping Jimmy any way I can. Okay.
You show up on Monday?
What?
You show up on Monday?
Do you want to go there?
No. I'm just giving you.
Okay. Dude.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. Nobody asked you to block anybody. You never offered. It's all good.
Why is Jimmy an I?
Say again?
I don't know. The last comment said, why is Jimmy an I?
Is Junior going to follow in your footsteps? No. Junior's going to be a better man than I. Don't know which way he's going to go. Don't know what he's going to do. Right now, he plays flag football, does landscaping. He does his own thing, baby on the way. His family's growing. But he's not going to do what I did. He'll do his own thing, whatever that is.
I don't think he has the same interests.
No, he used to rap Christian music.
He's got a lot of different things that he's into, but podcasting.
Nothing I do. I wouldn't play football.
Well, I know. I don't think podcasting is one of the things that he's got in his mind.
Yeah, but I promise you this. Even my older son, whatever both my boys will do, they're going to do it great. They're going to do it good. Whether it's, whether some if it's legal or not, they're still going to do it good. But my kids are like me. They strive to be the best in their category, the best in their genre. When I was in radio, I would get on the radio and I would say 94.3 Kick FM. This is Jack Attack. We're going all night, pulling an all nighter. Get ready for the 2 a.m. Red Eye Special coming up after the commercials. And there is no competition. Don't you forget that. There wasn't. Every radio station, I was number one.
God,
Nobody
it's so
knew how to
funny.
entertain.
Brings back memories.
Yeah. And that was the truth. Well, you've listened to me on the air,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
That, when
I listened to you on the air because I wasn't into country music, but
yeah. But do you remember Loving Lucy and Leaving the Call-In Show?
yeah, yeah.
That was pretty crazy, huh?
Oh yeah.
That got wacko. But yeah.
Good
So
times. Good times.
anyway, Junior will not probably do anything that I did. Now, that could change. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know. Only time will
Hey,
tell.
what's with your chaps? Do you have chaps?
No, I need some.
Wait, do
You know
you
what chaps
ride
are
horse?
for, right?
No.
For riding motorcycles.
Oh, I thought it was for riding horses.
Well, it's for that too. But
Oh.
when you're riding, especially going 60 miles an hour, if you don't have cover on your legs, it gets cold.
Right.
So,
I don't know. I never ride a bike.
I love riding bikes.
Okay,
It's a lot of
look,
fun.
we're running way too long.
Yeah, it's
You guys,
6:24.
seriously, once again, we may not
Michael
always
Keaton
agree.
said,
Some of you think differently than I do, but the one thing we do agree on is hanging out together is pretty cool. So I think
Michael Keaton said, "You didn't have to help Jimmy, but you did, Jack. You're a great person."
who
I
said
agree.
that?
Michael Keaton, about
Thank you.
4 minutes ago.
Thank you. Uh, trust me, I've done some screw ups that you got. Those of you who've been watching me for years, I've made some great decisions and I made some really bad decisions. But remember, the internet never forgets. And so I'm just going to say that, if I've done something wrong, I'll be the first to admit it. If you can do that, Junior is a professional ball player. No, professional gets paid. He doesn't get paid. That's what determines whether you're an amateur or a professional. But his buddy, a few of his buddies are. They travel around the world. But anyway, to get back to signing off, because you guys have a life and they ain't listening to me. But
I think they enjoyed it. They sit there and continue the chat.
remember, we're all
Like on
trying
Monday,
to
oh my God, I was like almost 2 hours. I was like,
say
wow.
again.
I was almost like 2 hours in on Monday because I was
Well,
like,
we're almost 2 hours here. We're coming on
No,
2 hours.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it was about
Yeah.
this long because I couldn't get away from chat. It was just, I mean, but that's cool. I mean, I don't mind it.
Okay,
But
so do you have chops? I keep bringing it up.
no, I don't.
Chops. I mean, not
I
chops.
need, like I said, I need some, but I
I
don't
got
have
chops in the freezer, but
pork.
yeah, exactly. But you don't own chaps at all.
No.
Okay, so Janet, when he buys some, I'll have him model them for you. Okay,
Oh God.
please, but let me know so I can have a rag ready to wipe off the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, you never know with Janet in the room. But anyway, you guys, listen. um, thanks again. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will talk to my brother Charles tomorrow. We're gonna discuss his process on creating a song. That's the topic. We're gonna go through step by step. I met so many songwriters. Some write music first, some write words first. I could never write a song. Jimmy, you ever write a song?
Which one?
You ever write one? A song?
No, I've never written a song. No, God. Never written a song.
Really? Yeah, me neither. I'm not that guy. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
I don't have that.
I can
that
talk,
kind of
but I can't write music.
I could probably write like a story or something if I really put my mind to it, but I don't think I could write a song. That I'm just not. I don't have that. My brain doesn't think that way.
Hey, aren't you streaming soon?
That's about a half hour. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me put that up real quick before we go. Some of you don't realize Jimmy streams gaming. So if you want to watch him play, is this correct? Your Twitch TV, right?
Yes, that's my Twitch.
Okay,
You
guys.
can also, here. What is the link tree? I don't know how it's.
I don't have the link tree. Send that to me. I'll put it in. But in the meantime, say goodbye so we can sign off. You can go game.
Whatever the link tree address is at jas.media is my link tree.
We'll get it on there. All right. Say goodbye.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. Like Jack said, I'll be gaming in about 30 minutes. I'll be back on Monday. Well, I'll be streaming or game streaming all weekend, but I'll be back on Monday on my channel. So go ahead and follow me there, and we'll chat some more.
Yeah,
Talk
and
about
remember,
games.
tomorrow's a day of rest, so take it easy. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care, guys.